the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
It starts with a spark and becomes a beacon, lighting the way. When the games are gone, the games go on. Turn up. Take part. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
And a good Friday afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome inside the Munn Fieldhouse here at Memorial University in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador for the excitement of the 2025 Canada Summer Games, courtesy of Universal Media Inc., based on the Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada. Alongside Bill Hart, I'm Brian Rogers. Bill's semi-final action of these should be barn burner of games here today, with the berth to the gold medal game on the line. So we expect to see some of the hottest ball we've seen, and that might be a stretch because we've seen some great basketball since we got here 3 days ago.
You said it, and the word you used, excited. Excitement is in the air, and you have two powerhouses. We have perhaps future Olympians, future WNBA stars on both squads. BC, Ontario, if you are a basketball fan, this is going to be a game to watch.
So the officiating crew for this first of two semifinals will be the crew chief, Katia Davi-Dugai, and the referees Grant Hatcher and Elia Mohamadaka. So good luck to the officiating crews and to both teams, and with the call, Bill Hart.
All right, here we go. Tip off, goes down towards, well, out, wow. Into a table, number 14, Zoe Millet. She's back on the court now. BC with possession, number 4 has it. Tupa Singh, Kiki Tupa Singh, whose name we mentioned a few times the last game because she's small power forward, and she is good. From Victoria.
Well, keep an eye, there's a tremendous amount of skill on the floor here in the first of two semifinals. That's why they're playing.
Kayla Corrigill looking to make some space here. Some great dribbling skills. Wow, and a nice pass outside the number 5, Shante Murray. And that bounces off the rim. And back in possession for BC. We're in possession of it now is Jordan Norr, 16 from Langley, 5'10", and she's showing some speed. Looking for some plays to be made. She takes a shot herself, and that rolls around the rim and out, but BC will pick up that rebound and another shot, and that bounces off. Ontario takes possession, number 5, Shante Murray of Mississauga. Slowing things down a little bit, giving her players a chance to set in position, map out a play, get something started. She'll take it herself, a layup. Goes over the rim, and no points scored. If you had told me that the first minute of this game would be 0-0, probably wouldn't have believed you, Brian.
No, I know, and I was thinking the same thing.
But good defense. It's really.
Don't you worry. We're just 70 seconds in, and this is going to heat up here. Starting now, there's a lookie at the collision with the baseboard.
Shantae Murray at the line for first of 2 shots.
Well, nerves might be playing part. She didn't miss anything yesterday.
No, she did not.
But she's only human, so that's the game. Here we go. Neither one, Bill.
Wow. But the rebound is collected by Ontario, and they battle for the ball. It ends up in BC's possession. Off it goes now. Kiki Tupasing will take it, and boy, is she fast.
Oh, wow.
14 outside the arc. Zoe Millette will hand it back to Tupasing. She'll pass it off. Another teammate, number 9. That is Jordan Knorr. Still in possession. Shot clock down to 5. 14 will take a 3-point shot off the backboard. It bounces off the rim, and rebound is picked up by BC, but that bouncing ball, boy, it goes back and forth, back and forth. And finally, they'll figure out who gets it, and that somebody will be BC. Ooh, if this is an indication what kind of game we're going to see today.
Well, Bill, like I say, that's why we're here. These are the semifinals. No room for error. Be tight.
Layup.
Still no points.
Denied. Ontario comes storming back across half court. Number 1 is directing traffic right now. That's Ayla Corrigal. Ball possession number 5. Number 6 contemplates Maya Robinson from Ajax.
And she will sink the first basket of the game and go to the line, making it a 3-point play potentially.
Maya Robinson, a point guard from Ajax. She played in the Canada Games 2023. So that experience so valuable in a tournament like this. New players asking, hey, what's it like? She has the answers, and yes, that is a 3-point play.
So you're right, Bill. The opening 2 minutes, nothing on the board, and here we are.
Tupasing. Speedy, and what a layup. Wow.
Well, get ready for quite a show coming up from number 4, the diminutive point guard. Showed you she's a scoring guard, too.
That rolled around forever.
Oh, didn't it? Wow.
Man.
I was getting dizzy watching it.
BC back in possession, throwing that ball around. Of course, it ends up in the hands of Tupasing. Will make her way in. It leads a little jump shot. Bounces outside. So Ontario will take it back, being led by Shantae Murray, 6'1". 3-point shot off the rim, and BC will grab that rebound. And I'm back with it. Jordan Knorr. A little behind the back pass to number 11, Lily Stewart. Another one of the many tall players are on this team, 6'1". And in it goes. Staying with that ball pays off for BC.
Zoe Millette finishing up with the rebound. Give BC their first lead.
Corrigal, number 1. Trying to find some open space. And number 6 will take that shot. Maya Robinson. Rebound collected by number 15, Avery Varog of Caledonia. And if you're thinking to yourself, she looks tall, you're right. According to the bio, 6'3". All right, BC ball now. A little slip on the play there, but looks like number 9 is okay. A long shot, finds nothing. Ontario will take that back now. Number 5, Shantae Murray forces her way in. Layup over the hoop, and it goes out of bounds, but it looks like it's off a BC player, so that possession will go to Ontario.
Well, Bill, that was Jordan Knorr that hit the floor, and then when she got back up, she checked her sneaker boots and did a couple scuffs in front of her where she may have slipped up to make sure that it wasn't wet under her feet, but she didn't want to repeat that again. And nor could Team BC afford that.
Well,
she had a monster game yesterday to get them here to the semifinal.
The fans are all set up along the court to battle any humidity that may cause any of that moisture, and if that doesn't work, some of the best mop people in the business are here
and the
at
fans
the Munn Fieldhouse.
At center court as well.
At the 9, BC and Ontario fighting for the ball. The referee will decide who gets that. And that decision has been made. It goes to British Columbia. Kiki Tupasing leading down a 14, going for a three-point play. And that bounces off the rim and out. Ontario's Maya Robinson. 9 with a shot from outside the arc. That bounces off the rim. Rebound collected by Oracle. And that sinks for 2. Kiki Tupasing is a fun player to watch. Her 2 older sisters also play basketball. Layup, it is in. Tupasing. The defense chance from BC. Echoing through the Munn Fieldhouse. Ontario's chance at an offensive outburst. Denied as BC takes over.
That was a really nice feed up the court. It just went off the fingertips of the awaiting player. And it appears that British Columbia will maintain possession, trailing by a point, 4:46 remaining here in quarter number 1 of the first of 2 ladies semifinals. Winner advances, loser will play in the bronze medal game.
All right, BC possession. 4:46 up to play. Pass. Shot clock down to 10. It's down to 5. BC's number 15, Zara Gabo from Prince George. Not much there. Back comes Ontario, being led by Amaya Robinson of Ajax. Point guard. Hands it off to number 2, Nina Vishnyevitz, who we've said her name her last game many, many times.
And Ontario with a race for a 9-6 lead. You can expect that Kealani Tupasing is going to be double, maybe even triple teamed by Team Ontario, Bill, in this. She is the court leader as one of the 2 guards. She sees a lot of action. Here's a replay and a nice little layup off the glass and in for Ontario's number 6, Amaya Robinson. Did that with precision.
Long 3 from BC.
Well, I'm sure you know who got that. Number 9, Jordan Knorr. You'll mention her name a lot here. In this battle between 2 heavyweights.
Vishnyevitz hands it off to number 6 for Ontario, who tries a 3-point attempt of her own. And that bounces off the rim, but Ontario will grab it back. And now BC will regain possession of that ball.
Great rebounding.
Nice little dribble play there. Ontario trying to bring it out.
One-handed finger roll there.
Shantae Murray with the attempt. Did not go in. But maybe she'll have better luck at the foul line.
Well, she had another big game for Ontario yesterday. We'll get a look why she's going to go there. Boom. Oh, falling back and looking back to the officials right away. And here she is, the first of 2 freebies. Got it. 10-9 lead.
She missed her last 2 free throws, and she's not going to go 3 in a row.
No, and she's not going to miss this probably either. If we see what we saw yesterday. But who am I to say? I hope I didn't snake bite her.
BC ball. Here we go. Down the court they go. Leading the way is Jordan Knorr of Langley. 5'10". Hands it off to number 15, Zara Gabo. A long shot from outside the arc. Bounces off the rim, but BC regains control of it. Another 3-point attempt, and that one bounces off the hoop. But still BC possession. Jordan Knorr has it, looks around, tries to find some players, and a great defensive play from Ontario. A layup goes up, and 2 points. Way to go. That is wicked play. Mia Mazuka of Hamilton stuck with that play. knocked the ball loose and took off with it. Jordan Knorr back at it, passing outside the line, a three-point play, and that is good.
Nothing but net there.
Ontario back. Shante Murray passes it off to Nina Vishnevitz. Directing traffic is Keela Bailey. Jump shot, bounces around, out it goes. BC recovers, and they'll take possession of that. But it's out of bounds, so Ontario will take over.
12-12 tie in this first back-to-back ladies semifinals here at the Montfield House on a Friday, the 15th of August. It's day 6 competition here, the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Ontario throwing it around, trying to find some space to make a play here. BC defense doing very, very well. A little man-to-man coverage. And Ontario will go away with no points on that one. BC will regain control. Hand it over to who else? Kiki Tupasing. She'll direct some traffic, make some fancy plays. Toss it outside the arc. Number 14 tries to throw it up, but she falls down, and she will go to the line.
She was fouled. That's Emma Dongelmans.
BC at the line now, Zoe Millette from Sawasan.
Trying to find
British
her way
Columbia.
through, and there you see it. Great camera work there. The replays are back, Jack, and looking good.
A lot of these places from Vancouver we all recognize. Vancouver, obviously, Abbotsford, Victoria. But Zoe Millette's hometown, Sawasan, I never heard of until now. Turns out it's a First Nation word meaning land facing the sea.
Got them both.
Ontario with a minute 14 left to play. The ball's in the hands of Shante Murray. So hands it off to Nina Vishnevitz. And looks like we have a travel. Yeah, number 12. That's Scarlett Smith of Milton. BC's going to take over with a little over a minute left. Minute 3 to be exact. Nice close game. A lot of skill being shown on this floor. Pass to BC almost intercepted. However, it was a gain by Lily Stewart. That ball goes up, it goes over the rim, but not in. So Ontario will take it back. Shante Murray. And Danira Dundas of Vancouver wasn't too happy with what took place there.
Loss of possession. And the inbound for Ontario. Yep, there you go. The emotions running rampant here, and rightfully so. A huge game. So much on the line for these young athletes here today.
Shante Murray directing traffic, instructing her teammates where to go. She'll decide to pass off to number 12. And that does not go in, but Shante will take that rebound, and that's denied as well. BC being led by Tupa Singh. Looks around. Sees who's where. Pass outside. A little physical play there.
Wow, was there ever? That was almost like, I didn't know it was inadvertent, almost looked like a shot, like a poke, didn't it?
Tell you, these two teams, you will have to fight for every inch.
BC coach, rather animated to say the least, showing his directions here as his team has a 2-point lead.
Outside to number 7, a 3-point try, and that goes off the rim. That attempt from Shea Sandu of Kelowna. And there you go, Shante Murray.
And a buzzer beater for Ontario to even things up after the first quarter of play. Well, Bill, we expected nothing else of what we've seen. The strangest thing about the game was the fact that not a bucket was made in the first 2 minutes of this game between these two powerhouses, and that was kind of an eye-opener, to say the least. So 1 quarter in the books right there. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout from the Montfield host 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
Play underway in the second quarter. And Ontario with possession of it. Off to outside the arc. A three-point attempt by number 4. That is Ocean Dennis. BC coming back. Little battle for the ball there under the hoop. Lily Storts passes it off to Satan. Shea Sandu passes it off. A three-point attempt by number 14, Zoe Millette. And nothing comes out of that. Amaya Robinson now. Off to number 10, Akila Bailey. A little spin move there.
Beautiful.
Jump shot for 2.
Ooh, in the paint. What a move that was. Spinorama.
BC coming back. Sing looking around. Hands it off to her teammate, Jordan Knorr. Jordan Knorr makes a break into there, and a jump shot bounces off the backboard. And Ontario rushes back. A long pass. Tipped.
Good defense there
by BC. That will remain Ontario ball.
So at both ends of the court, Elena Tupasing, a.k.a. Kiki. Look at that play right there. That's heads-up ball, even though Ontario did retain possession.
Long pass from Ontario,
yeah,
out of reach.
It's going to come up the court. It's going to go to British Columbia, trailing by a bucket here. The second quarter just underway, 1:14 in. Semifinal action from the field house on the campus of Memorial University.
A gem of a game so far on CBC Gem.
And beauty.
That's a gem of a play from number 6, British Columbia. That's Chloe Collins of Vernon. Ontario would like to answer to that. And a blocked pass goes out of bounds. Ontario will remain in possession of that ball.
Let's have a look. Dish.
Yeah, great
swish.
Pass. Lots of time, all the time in the world to be able to set your feet, take a breath, and get that shot off.
Brad Hatcher with the call. Timekeeper's bench.
Ontario tossing it around. Standing outside the arc. Off to number 2. Oh, shots bouncing off the rim. Surprising we're seeing a lot of that, but you know what? The defense doesn't give you a lot of time to give yourself a shot. Outside the arc again. Gonna throw it back. Number 14 drives towards the net, and it goes out of bounds, and it will remain BC ball since it went off the Ontario player.
Well, Shantae Murray using her size for advantage there, but it's going to remain BC. But that's a, there you go. You see the differential in height there.
There's some tall players on both squads. A number of them well over 6 feet tall.
And some diminutive players as well who can really handle the ball both ends of the floor. There's a prime example there, and a rebound, and back come BC.
Into the hands of Tupa Singh. Bounce pass, intercepted by Ontario.
That was read very nicely by Mia Mazuka.
Shantae Murray loses the ball, gets it back. Corrigal will take that. Try to find some room to make a move. Finds a little bit of space, enough to throw a shot up, but it bounces off the rim from underneath, not going anywhere.
That doesn't look easy.
No.
Down low in the key and behind on the baseline there, and then trying to stay in bounds and make a pass where you're not looking and hoping like heck it's on a teammate's paw.
Corrigal now will go to the foul line for 2. That just rolls.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of missing hoop here in this game so far between two extremely talented teams. I would say, though, Bill, as the game progresses and the anticipation of what is at the end of this game, of course, you will start to see things become a little more exemplified when it comes to touch.
Some substitutions were made.
And finish.
Sarah Guignard is in from Sudbury, the only player on this team from that far north of Ontario.
0-2. And Quebec. 1917. O-N-T.
Forcing herself in, Jordan Knorr fights her way to 2 points.
It's a nice reply, Bill.
That it is. Shantae Smith, a bounce pass. Trying to get a shot off. That is number 12 for Ontario. It's number 13, rather. Sarah Guignard.
A lot of traffic right there as the replay shows.
Ontario's ball, 6:20 left in this first half. All even at 19. A drive from Ontario. Throws it outside, but it bounces off a foot. It was that of a BC player. So Ontario will resume possession of this ball. Shantae Murray. Corrigal, a long shot off the backboard. And BC will take over. Looking around is number 9, Jordan Knorr. Nice defensive play there. Contemplates maybe taking a shot, but she'll take a pass instead. They work under the net, and that goes out of bounds, and that will be Ontario ball.
Well, it remains tied at 19 in a tight semifinal here. We approach halftime at the Munfield House here at Memorial University. Inbound pass from Ontario knocked out of bounds.
A nice tight game, evenly matched squads.
Well, this is what these two teams have been eyeing all week, an opportunity here to bring their best and get to a chance in the final at that coveted gold medal.
All right, Ontario. Leading the way is Corrigal, number 1. Sarah Guignard will take it, and that will be tipped in. 2 points, Ontario. Fast recovery recovery there, and looks like number 9 going in all alone for Ontario. A layup goes up, and a layup goes in, and that is Mia Bazooka. Hamilton, timeout called.
Well, Bill, both of these teams, I would think, I shouldn't never assume, but I would think that these teams figured they were going to get this far. I mean, they had their sights set, obviously, through the preliminaries and such, and once they started to take control of their pools and were breaking away from the rest of the pack that they expected to be here, and they earned their way here. And once you get here, then it's time to deliver. And I think they're both still feeling each other out here a little bit, trying to get a good, a grip on what it's going to take to be victorious, because obviously a lack of mistakes and clutch shooting will get it done for you. But as you see the British Columbia coach explaining to his young group what they need to do. 4-point Ontario lead. But, the powerhouses, they expect to be here. They're here, and they're showing you why. But it's a little tougher out there than those earlier games for sure, and that's a no-brainer.
Two fantastic teams, both with stars that really have stood out since we've seen them all this week during the preliminaries.
And you notice how much detail there is to trying to stop them from being the players that they are for their respective teams. The Catalysts are being doubled and triple teamed when it's possible. Kiki Tupasing, a prime example as she speeds up court. Or pardon me, my bad. She's taking a rest.
Jordan Orr tosses
yes,
it up.
Jordan, pardon me.
She will go to the line now. BC a little closer. Over 5 minutes left in the half. Another thing I found really, really heartwarming, you look at all the bios of teams, players, not only on these teams, but a lot of them, and when you ask them about their role models, sure, a few of them are saying basketball players, coaches, but a lot of them say, you know what, mom and dad.
Oh, for sure.
Mom and dad, they're the ones that kept them going, got them up early for practices.
That's where it starts, that's where it ends, my estimation. I mean, I hear that, and they can say, yes, they loved Shaq back in the day, or SAG now with the NBA champion Oklahoma City Blazers. Of course, they wouldn't have got there without the superstar from Hamilton.
No, not at all. But to the moms and dads, who sacrificed, trips.
Most of them are probably here, Bill, with their children.
Things for themselves, so that way their children can go to tournaments, stay at hotels. Sneakers aren't cheap.
Nope. Nothing is in this day and age. But
and one pair just will not do. So, yeah, shout out to the families of these players, because you guys are just as invested in this as the players are.
And you would believe that, seeing their children make their respective teams in their respective sports, that they're coming as family to Newfoundland and Labrador. And I'm sure that would have been the game plan for most families of all the provinces throughout to get here. The big question is now, can they get out, and can we get the next in here without too much of a disruption as the government and unions and airlines fight to get it right? Well, they better do it quickly.
We'll get them home. My uncle has a boat.
Well, there's lots of options, but
only 6 at a time, though.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
What's he got?
I don't know. It's a boat. It's a boat with an engine.
It sounds like it's a little bigger than a Boston whaler. Having punts and dories and all that back on St. Margaret's Bay as a youth, I can appreciate a Boston whaler. So when you finally get a little speed, you didn't need an oar.
All right, BC taking it out now. Singh trying to make a play here. Goes outside the arc. Hard to get that ball. Nice defense. Boy, oh boy.
Ontario really tightening it up.
They're smothering.
And it won't go.
That's denied.
There you go. Big rebounding and taking away.
Bounce pass to number 7, a layup. It goes out. No points, but a nice try there. Emma Firth of Orangeville. Chupa Singh to Noor. Noor will do a little behind the back dribble. It's back to where she started from. Oh, another play again, but it's going out of bounds. And referees agree. It went off an Ontario player, so that ball will stick with British Columbia.
Well, there were some nifty moves there by young Noor, showing you why she's one of the leaders on this. On the back end here is a guard, Team BC. Tough D in the paint, and finally it'll go for British Columbia.
Eventually went in for Danira Dundas. Corrigal of Ontario. Trying to find some space. She'll take it in herself and grab 2 points for Ontario. What a one-on-one matchup there. Corrigal and Tuba Singh from BC.
Lead back to 5.
From outside the arc all the time in the world, but it goes over the net. And Ontario will grab that gladly and try again. And an intercepted pass from BC. And there you have lots of space to work something. A bounce pass to number 10. And she is hit. And that will be a foul. BC resumes.
See the contact right there.
Substitutions
great
for Ontario.
Camera work there, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Scarlett Smith. So possession for British Columbia. Go for a trip to the line.
Lots of movement there. Nice block. Man, defensive play, Shantae Murray. Her game, her all-around game is so impressive at every single angle. Offense, defense. You know, she directs plays. She has a great basketball IQ. All right, BC going to try to get some points on the board here as they toss it around. Nora will take that. Trying to make her way around that Ontario defender. Well, tricky dunk there, a shot. And that'll sink for 2.
Nice little hesitation. And then boom. 3-point game. It's going to be like this. Back and forth they go. We march toward halftime here. Ontario with the lead.
Robinson holding onto the ball. Can't find anyone to throw it to, so she'll take the shot herself. Bounces off the rim. BC takes over. Jordan Noor, as you would expect. Looking around. She'll take it from outside the arc for a 3-point shot, and it goes in. BC 3, and that ties everything up with 2 minutes left in the half.
27-27, and we'll get a timeout here.
That got the BC fans excited.
There you go. Nice to hear a little bit of noise here. Let's have a look at this. Nothing but mesh for Jordan Noor. And here it comes. Hello.
Steps forward to distract the defender a little bit. And that's all she needed to take another step back and shoot that 3.
$29-27.
It was just 27-27 a little while ago. I guess that 3 gave them the lead. If my math teacher is listening, please don't send me any angry emails. And don't call my mom.
View of the British Columbia bench as they go over their game plan as we get set to resume. Final couple minutes here leading up to halftime in a real tight ball game. Everybody keeping their cool, being calm, collected, composed. Inside 2 to go to the locker room for a little spell. And boy, you anticipate a second half that we're going to see the ratchety play. Go ratchety. Ratchet it up.
All right, Ontario takes over. We'll try to even things up a little bit. Less than 2 minutes to play. Number 10 for Ontario will take a jump shot over the hoop, but Oh, a little tug there, and a little smack to the face there. Inadvertently, of course. This ball remains in Ontario's possession. We'll make sure that Nina Vishnevitz is okay. And, oh no, actually number 12, that's Scarlett Smith. Scarlett Smith is kind of rubbing her face a little bit.
There's a lot of whacking and hacking going on right there. Brought on by the tenacity of trying to grab possession of the ball. Did they get it straightened away? It doesn't appear that there might have been a foul on that play, was there? Indeed, there was. But it's Ontario going to the line. It looked like on that particular play that Scarlett Smith was more aggressive in that battle, and her team goes to the line. But a little confusing here as Amaya Robinson is waiting for an explanation, and now Grant Hatcher will go to the back of the timekeeper's bench. And what are we doing here? Indicating that it went off. It was kicked, the ball kicked. The referee showing us stuff, and I'm not quite sure what it was. So just
bottom line is BC will take over.
There you go. Cut to the chase.
Lily Stewart hands it off back to Knorr, and they work their way up the court. Knorr looking around, double teamed, long pass, intercepted.
Well, British Columbia very fortunate there as the Knorr feed looking for Lily Smith was almost picked up, but there was enough contact here, as we'll see, to stop that. Yeah, okay.
Dupasing with it. Stewart will take that now. Hand it off to Knorr. Knorr double team. Pass back to Stewart. Shot goes up, shot goes down, nothing there. Ontario takes over. Nice little layup there, and it goes in for 2. Minute left to play in this first half. Knorr will take that, spin around, a little layup there. They'll bounce back out. Stewart tries to grab a rebound. Does not go in. And everyone's quiet. I love how everybody.
Waiting for an explanation.
The whole stadium just
screeching
quiet.
halt. Yeah, screeching halt.
There was no noise at all at the Munn Fieldhouse. Like everyone was trying to lean in to see what she was going to say.
What's coming up here?
Well, BC will take possession.
Leading
51 seconds.
Down by 1. Trying to get to the locker room with a lead.
BC, the Ontario defender all over her. I don't think that was a 3-point play. I think that was 2 points.
And you are correct, sir.
Right. Foot on the line. BC with a 1-point lead, 25 seconds left in the half. Ontario, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Still nowhere close to a basket at all. A shot attempt bounces off the rim, and that rebound doesn't go. Still has possession, 5 seconds left. Ontario, last shot, here it comes, and it's good for 3.
Wow, Ontario.
As time expires.
Hitting a buzzer beater 3 from the periphery to take the lead as the buzzer sounds to get us to halftime. Great defense in the paint there by BC, and then eventually another opportunity was not missed. And Ontario by 2 going into the half, lead it 33-31. You're watching University Media Inc.'s live continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games from right here in the Great White North of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Hey, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you the subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Welcome to Canada Games House, proudly presented by Canadian Tire, a place where Canada Games athletes, their family, friends, and supporters get to come gather, celebrate, and chill out. Suivez-moi, allons voir. Within these walls, we welcome, accept, and respect everyone.
C'est vraiment un espace incroyable dans un site formidable au centre-ville et on a hâte, tous les provinces et territoires s'intéressent pour être ici, puis même les familles.
I actually wasn't expecting this. It's really cool to have a place where your parents can kind of be a part of it as well.
There's a lot of activities kids can do, ping pong or foosball.
I think it's great that we have a place to come here to unwind. It's a great little community inside of the games.
It just has a warm sense of atmosphere about it when you walk in here.
Canada Games are about safe sport, about culture, about good vibes only, and that we have a space that celebrates all of those values.
Thank you, Canadian Tire, for making the Canada Games House a reality. Au revoir et profitez de votre temps aux Jeux du Canada.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
Legends aren't born. They're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.
We've heard it said, nobody comes here for the weather. And yet, every spring, here they are.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
I am yellow today. I shine my light out like the sun. I am blue today. Calm as glass and cool like the sea. I'm a rainbow today. All the colors.
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. No, never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
Back here at the field house at Memorial University. And it's almost time to get the third quarter underway, Bill, and quite a ball game going on here between Team BC and Team Ontario with a trip to the gold medal game on the line. And one possession lead for Ontario at 33-31. I got a feeling you see the play, and I mentioned this before a little bit, but ratchet it up here, tightening up their defense and trying to make sure that they make better decisions for their offensive attempts, whether it be two or from behind the arc to the three-point play. You're seeing stifling defense here. You know, like, I mean, tough points to come by. Clutch shooting, as you're seeing on some of these, will be the end-all, be-all when this game is over. So it's coming from a guy who doesn't really know the game all that well, but from what you're feeling and seeing in the last couple of days, something tells me that's what it's going to take.
Well, we've seen both these teams in action. We know how powerful their offenses are, and the fact that the score is 33-31 is a testament to how strong their defenses are. We'll say evenly matched teams, and we mean every bit of it. These young women are playing hard. Both feel they deserve to be in that gold medal game. So as you put it, yeah, ratchet it up a little bit. They're going to, they're really going to put it out there, leave everything on the court.
It's kind of what we've seen from some of the powerhouse teams yesterday. Remember when it looked like they were just maybe, and not laying back, but sat back a little bit and then said, hey, you know, we got to get back to why we're here. And they quickly changed, and you could see it unfolding on the floor.
Also notice, too, that Ontario has really used a lot of their players. There's still some players on the BC bench, great players that haven't been brought in yet, and that can be a great little plus for BC as this game progresses. All right, BC, first possession, third quarter underway. Tupa Singh will toss that around. And bounces off the hoop and out. Ontario will try to hold on to that. Passes off. Corrigal. Number 6 has it now. Maya Robinson. Back to Corrigal. Corrigal yelling out some instruction. Holding on to that ball. Number 13, Sarah Yard. Layup denied. Another attempt is good. Sarah from Sudbury, 2 points. BC looking to answer back now. Very fast team. A tipped pass goes out of bounds. And BC will resume possession in just a moment. Look at this BC team, and there's so many names that stand out. Jordan Knorr, of course, and Tupa Singh, just to name a few. Lily Stewart, all on the court right now. And that's 2 for BC. Yeah, this looks like it's going to shape up to be a close game. I don't think any team has a weakness that the other can capitalize on to go on a strong run and increase a big lead. BC will take over now after getting that loose ball. Passes up 14, layup, and for 2, it is in. Zoe Millette. This is the start we expected in the first half, but we're definitely getting it now. Team's very vocal. I see the Ontario men's team is here cheering on their provincial friends, their provincial partners. BC controlling play here as the shot clock winds down to 10. A long shot goes off the rim. And that rebound collected by Ontario, specifically Corrigal, who is going to make her way down the court. And it off to Shantae Murray. Holds onto that ball, takes a little shove there. Bounce pass. And that goes nowhere.
Some real battles ensuing here. Watch this little nifty pass while on the seat of the court. Wow, well done.
Ontario back in possession of this ball. Shot clock down to 3. And it's about to expire if they don't get that shot off. They do, but it doesn't go in, so BC will take this ball tied. 7:26 left in the third quarter.
Not much scoring here since
I'm telling
the
you,
second half got underway. They're, like I said, they're tightening it up here.
Defense looking good. BC, Stupa Singh, handed off to number 14, Zoe Millette. A shot from just outside the key does not go in. Ontario comes back. Once again, Corrigal will lead the way. Zuka will hand it off. Number 6, Amaya Robinson. A long shot goes nowhere. Corrigal denied any points there. Stupa Singh will take control of this ball. Nice little speedy run. Look at her go. Wow. She could have went right to that net, but she'll hand it off to her teammate who has plenty of time for a three-point shot. But it rolls around the rim and bounces out, and wow, looks like this ball is going to go back to BC because it went off an Ontario player.
Well, how many times are you going to see the opening tip-off and two of the top teams in this division, obviously, in the ladies basketball, score no points between them in the first 2 minutes from the tip-off and start the second half and almost carbon copy.
That's right.
35 apiece.
Nor from three-point land, that just bounces out just by a little bit.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Contact there. So anything's possible in the game of basketball. One of the most, and the physicality that we saw yesterday, we're not seeing as much of that. I think teams pulling up a little bit, trying to avoid fouling.
Nor double teamed there by Ontario. Off to Stewart. She'll pass that off. 15 all the way across. But that pass missed by her teammates and goes out of bounds. And Ottawa will take that, much to the delight of the Ontario men's basketball team, who are very vocal and very animated. Sitting on the bench, offering their support.
Well,
we're seeing them again later on too.
Yeah, there's the raw motion too of the sport, and then trying to keep your composure as well. That's what most of these young ladies are doing out there. And BC looked a little frustrated, but hey, Ontario's not scoring, so we're back to scratch, and we're even Steven here with 6:06 to go in the third quarter.
All right, Ontario, number 15, Barhog of Caledonia. Here we go. Yeah, the crowd's getting louder now. A three-point attempt by number 2, denied. BC will take over. Noor hands it down, lay up, lay down. 2 points, BC. I do believe that was Zoe Millette once again. A few more fans have entered the Munt Fieldhouse since halftime. And they made it perfectly clear who they are cheering for. These athletes have competed in so many competitions. A lot of them have won their MVPs for their teams. But when you take the best of your province and you put them here on the same court, you know it's going to be a treat. No, denied. Ontario ball stays in possession with BC.
They've got the lead.
Tough, gritty
by
defense.
2. Yep. Taking the brunt of that was Inera Dundas. But it results in her team keeping possession of the ball and leading by a bucket here. 37-35.
Jordan Noor standing outside the arc, Contemplating what to do next. She'll pass it up. That pass was intercepted, and it was bobbled by Shantae Murray. But she regains composure enough, hands it off to number 9. She'll take a jump shot that goes outside the rim. Rebound recovered, a long shot from outside the arc, and that bounces off the rim as well. Another rebound is picked up by Ontario. They still have it. A jump shot is finally in. The hardest 2 points this team will ever work for.
Well, they stayed with it, and they were rewarded to tie it.
Come on.
But now they're behind by...
Wow, Jordan
Great
Dorr.
shot.
She was in another time zone when she took that shot.
Extremely clutch shooting there.
This is what you expect from a game between British Columbia and Ontario. Ontario denied. BC up by 3. Hoping to add to their lead with this possession. Nor has it. It's being defended very well. Hands it off to number 6. And the shot clock expires just about. Bouncing off the rim. All still in play. Ottawa has it now. Akila Bailey will take this. Loses it. Picks up by BC. Down comes Yadira Dundas of Vancouver. 17 years old, 6 foot. A 3-point shot. Bounces off the rim and out. And BC will collect that rebound and give it another go with 3:27 left to play in this third quarter. Dorr telling her teammates where to go. She takes a few steps and loses that basketball to Shantae Murray.
Wow.
And now it bobbles again, and BC takes it back. Nor will say, thank you very much. Let's do this again. Reset, please.
She wants that. She had it. She lost it. She got it back.
Boy, she's covered so well.
Look at it.
And a 3-point shot from BC off the rim. And number 13 from Ontario, Sarah Guignard from Sudbury will take over. Bailey passes outside and floats and doesn't go in, but that rebound from Shantae Murray, she'll grab that and put it in for 2.
Well, now it's starting to feel like a semifinal with the berth of the gold medal game at stake here. It's getting noisier, and the more noise, the more energy for the ladies on the floor.
Seems as the game progresses, more and more fans are coming in here. Maybe they heard the sounds from down the street and figured, what's going on down here?
Well, these two teams haven't been separated by much. I think the highest lead of the game at one point might have been 5 for Ontario, at least on their side of it. Stifling defense and a lot of missed opportunities.
At the foul line now for BC. It's like that. Zara Gabo, Prince George. Ontario men's basketball team trying to distract as best they can. Seems to have worked.
Hard collision there on the floor. And looking for a foul, maybe. Is Scarlett Smith. Contact there from BC's number 15, Zara Gabo. They have a little conversation.
Dupasing working it around. Off to Stewart. Contemplating a 3-point shot. Decided against it. A pass to Stewart. Bounces around. Ontario will take over. That's number 4, Ocean Dennis. Provincial gold medal team. She was on it, 2024. That's Ocean Dennis. From outside, number 2. Nina Vesniavitz will score that. Ontario now in the lead. Say another 3-point shot of their own. That goes off the rim. Rebound collected by number 10, Bailey. Ontario. Back to Bailey. Layup, 2 points. And just like that, after trailing for quite a while, Ontario is up by 4. All right, BC. This thing will do a layup, and she'll get 2 of her own. Just flew in there. Uncontested, and just left the Ontario defense mesmerized. All right, here's Bailey for Ontario. Off to this Yevitz, and she will sing a long 3 and increase Ontario's lead to 5. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. BC would love to answer back before time expires. And here it comes. A layup goes up, and a layup goes off the rim. Rebound collected by Stewart. A fight for the ball, and that ball is going to stay with BC. Wow.
27.9 seconds remain here in the third quarter of the semifinal between BC and Ontario. Universum Media Inc., based out of Charlottetown, PEI, continuing, with their outstanding coverage of the game.
He's going to use those points for sure. All right, Tupasing will do a bounce pass. Number 7 outside the arc will take a shot. It's off. It's nowhere. So Ontario's going to take over. 17.2 seconds in the third quarter. Up by 5. Very entertaining game so far. Bailey passes it off to number 12, Scarlett Smith. Layup, denied, and that is scored with the rebound. And time is expiring. One more chance to get some points. Get that shot off. It will not go in time. And we'll go into the fourth quarter. Ontario up.
5-point lead for Ontario. Bill, fair amount of missed opportunities, maybe a little anxiety on the shooting and such, settling it down. Nerves are going to be really rattled in the second half here. We finish up back after this.
The 2025 Canada Games are brought to you in part by our support sponsors. Country Driven, Dixon Company, James Pro, Metrobus, McGinnis Cooper, PAL Airlines, Quinlan Brothers, Narco Construction, Rio Tinto IOC, Newfoundland and Labrador Corporation, Sage, Neil, and Vision 33. And our community partners, Memorial University, Town of Paradise, Town of Conception Bay South, Town of Logan Bay, Nickel Elko, and the City of Mount Pearl.
Fourth quarter about to get underway between British Columbia and Ontario. Everything on the line as we head into the final 10 minutes here, Bill, of the first semifinal. 5-point Ontario lead in a seesaw battle back and forth. And here we go. Here's Bill with the call, which should be an exciting finish.
All right, Bailey for Ontario has it handed off, and that's number 7, Emma Firth of Orangeville. A long shot, but is it 3? I think she was on the line, and yes, it was. A 3-point play, a great way to start for Ontario. BC is going to have to step up their game a little bit because an 8-point lead against a team like this may as well be an 18-point lead. All right, Tupasing lead the charge. Look at that speed. Contemplating a layup. It bounces off her teammate, and it goes out of bounds. but it will remain BC ball. Ah, this BC team looking fantastic. A little desperation perhaps. Stewart throws it up, doesn't get in. Ontario, pass break. Nevins will take a shot. That's off the rim. And the call meets the approval of the Vancouver bench and the Vancouver fans. Jordan Knorr. Tuba Singh will take that pass. Spread can go behind the back action. Looked like she was going to shoot for three, but decided against it. Hands it back to Knorr. Knorr will look around, see if she has an open lane. Can't find one. And that shot clock is down to 5 seconds, and a layup off the rim and does not fall. And looks like Ontario will take possession of this. Try to march this down and add to their lead. All right, we got a timeout called.
Oh, an 8-point Ontario lead, trying to punch their ticket. A cheesiest cliche in sport, hey? Punch your ticket too.
I've always loved that. Punch that ticket.
But sometimes it gets overused, and I feel redundant using it, but I've been redundant all day here, so I might as well put a sock in it. But anyways, I want to acknowledge the Universum Media Inc. crew, because we've got people from all over the Maritimes and as far as Ontario. And Ontario East is where the Universum Media Inc. crew is from, and we'll acknowledge those individuals.
Well, Shantae Murray, and we've been talking about her all the time. And Shantae Murray has been good on both sides of the ball, both offensively and defensively. As you can see here, both sides of the game are looking fantastic. Rebounds, defense, offense, a complete player for sure. Shantae Murray, 6'1", Mississauga. And Ontario will take possession now with 8:53 left in the game. Ontario with an 8-point lead. A pass goes away, but still picked up. But BC's number 14, Zoe Millette, will take over now. She'll grab that. Tuba Singh, travel. BC will give that ball up. Ontario will take it. 50-42. Semifinal. Winner goes to the gold medal game. Fans know it. Players know it. Viewers know it too. Number 7 from outside the arc. Ooh, just off the rim. That was Emma Firth taking that attempt. And once again, here we are with Tuba Singh. That whistle blown. And it will remain BC ball as Knorr will take this. Players take their positions. Man-to-man defense from Ontario. Everybody covered. Bounce pass to number 14. Zoe Millette. Singh will look around, loses the ball. Number 2 takes it, but oh, Tuba Singh will take it right back. Thought of a jump shot. How about a three-pointer? And it goes in for 3. Zoe Millette of Tsawwassen, BC, shrinks that lead to 5 points rather, with 7:46 left in the game. That ball will remain BC possession. Lots of back and forth action there, but that three-pointer, that was huge for British Columbia. All right, Ontario. See the time on the clock and the score on the board. and respect for this BC team. So they're really trying to add to this 5-point lead as much as possible. They won't do it with plays like that. BC will take over after that errant pass ends up in the hands of British Columbia. Nor, once again, will take this. Double teamed. Throws it all the way to the other side. And looks like somebody may have went out of bounds. Substitutions on the go here now. As the drums beat, Ontario will steal that one. Number 12, Scarlett Smith at the layup. Doesn't go anywhere, goes over the hoop. Nor will take it. Nor goes down. Nice little dribble action. Stewart tries to attempt a pass. Zoe Millette, but that's intercepted by who else? Shantae Murray, and into the cameras, into your homes. Looks like she is A-OK. Fast break for Shantae Murray. And trying to defend her, that was number 11, Lily Stewart. All 6'1" of her. And we just got a close-up look of her, and she's fine. Hands on her hips, saying, don't worry about me, I'm A-OK. Shantae Murray will go to the line for 2, with 6:52 left in this game. Ontario up by 7 and will continue to remain up by. Long range 3. Attempt by Jordan Knorr, another one, and this one goes. This sinks just fine, thank you very much. Shrinking that Ontario lead even further. The defense chants are getting louder now as fans behind the BC bench beat on that drum in perfect rhythm, trying to get that ball back. And if they do, you'll know the crowd will definitely do it just like that. Tipped away, but back. Ontario will take it, and foul in the play. It's going to remain in possession of Ontario. Almost 6 minutes left in this game. Ontario with a 4-point lead. It's been a strong defensive battle. Offensively, it's hard to score points when you can't find a way to the basket, but they are attempting it. Corrigal from Ontario from outside the arc for 3. And it sinks for 3. It took forever, but it went in. 55, Ontario, 48, BC. Fourth quarter, winner will go to the gold medal game. Tupa Singh hands it off to Knorr. She's covered very nicely from Shantae Murray. Hard to get around her, she's all over her. Jump shot. Whirls around the hoop and bounces right out into the arms of Shantae Murray. Will take this down. A 3-point attempt from number 4. And that was Ocean Dennis. Gold medal team member, provincial champion 2024, and it shows right there. Well,
okay,
Brian.
Bill, you're doing a fantastic job here. Keep it going. I want to acknowledge the Universal Media Inc. staff and the various trucks. We've worked with some great groups, but I just wanted to make mention because I do keep referring to them based out of Charlottetown, which they are, but they have people in the trucks and all the mobiles that are from all over. From Ontario East, we have members of the crew, in particular from Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and of course the broadcast teams, including 4 of us here on the island, Newfoundland and Labrador, but it's under the tutelage of Scott McLean, who's the producer. But a PEI, Shane Wainbridge is the technical producer. He's another good Spud Islander. Steve McLean is the instant replay guy at Halifax. He'll get out on audios from Halifax. And Mike Rosie, the director, is also a Haligonian, as is Alexa McLean on camera from Halifax. And Greg Stapleton is a cameraman from Prince Edward Island. So is our buddy Jason Simmons. defenseman. To us on the side, also a PE Islander. And finally, and last but not least, Mike Birchill from St. John, New Brunswick, my longtime friend from way back in the American Hockey League days. Mike was on the cameras at Harbor Station in the American Hockey League days. So Universal Media Inc., we're so proud to be part of your team. We're doing the best we can for you, and I'll clean up my sordid act here as the day continues.
All right. Thank you, Brian Rogers. 5 minutes left in this game. Ontario up by 10. Shot attempt by BC did not go in, so Ontario will take over this late in the game. 10-point lead may feel comfortable, but this BC is so talented. A mistake by Ontario can result in points. Ontario just increased their lead to 12. 4:40 left to play. Fourth quarter. BC, Ontario. Just tuning in. The semifinal. The winner goes to the gold medal game. Is the winner of the next semifinal, which we'll have for you shortly. A long three, and it doesn't go in. Ball still in possession. Another three from Tupa Singh, and that doesn't go in either. The attempts are made, shots are not going in, and time is running out. Substitutions all around. 4-for-4 sub. BC. Players getting situated here.
Watching that replay from the truck, and you see the confidence in the stare of Ontario's number 5, Shantae Murray, who's been a catalyst for her team.
I'm seeing Emma Dungelman's number 14 for BC. I think it's the first time she's been in this game.
No, she played back in the first half. I remember mentioning her name once.
That's right, that's right.
So she has touched the floor, and she's back up there again.
Looking around for a play. That's Zoe Millette losing the ball. Ontario recovers. That's Corrigal with it. Taking her time, as much time as possible. She can kill as much on that clock as possible. She'll definitely do it. Exhaust all the seconds on that shot clock if you can. 10 seconds left on that shot clock. Up it goes. Rebound. 15 will take that and sink it for 2. And oh boy, a very close game now results in a 14-point lead for Ontario. 3:25 left to play.
ONT starting to pull away, Bill. Nova Scotia, Alberta next.
Jordan Knorr is 2 points for BC. BC will have to go on a very impressive run now in the final 3 minutes. Catch up to this hot Ontario team. Corrigal thinks about a jump shot. That three-pointer is denied, but rebound goes into the hands of an Ontario player, and that does not go in, so BC will take that. A sigh of relief from the bench, and points are needed. Here we go. A three-point, perhaps? Nope, they're going to go for 2. And it doesn't go in. It rolls all around the rim, and nothing for BC. Ontario, from outside the arc it goes, off the rim. Collected. Who did it go off of? I think it may have went off an Ontario player.
That was Emma Dungelman.
It did not, I guess.
Well, the replay showed that it glanced off.
Yeah, but it's Ontario's ball. Ontario moved the ball around, lay up for an easy 2, and it drops. Ontario starting to pull away here. Stewart, Tupa Singh, Knorr for BC have been in this game for most of it. I'm sure they've done anything and everything their coach wanted them to do. But this Ontario team, so good. Timeout on the play.
Well, BC and Ontario used to being in the hunt for medals, along with some of the more heavily populated provinces like Quebec, La Belle Province, Alberta. More athletes, deeper pool, but it is what it is. Everybody gets a chance to play, but it's just that these powerhouses just have way too much strength. And if you look at the Canada Games medal count since it started way back, and I remember my home region as a young 14-year-old being down on the Halifax Commons when the Canada Summer Games first came in 1969, and what a memory that was. They had
69, huh?
A great old, just a great time as a youngster going up and going to the venues. I remember just how much excitement there was in the air, and it's great to look back all these years later. Like, I mean, seriously, I would never in my wildest dreams think that 56 years later I'd be part of the Canada Games after watching them as a 14-year-old in my hometown, coming down from the Fairview Clayton Park area. So this is awesome to be here, to say the least, and so great to be hosting it in Newfoundland, Labrador, here in the great city of St. John's, which many of us have made home now.
All right, Ontario with 2 minutes left to play. 2:01 to be exact. This game was so close for so long, and we knew one of these teams was going to go on a run and capitalize on some mistakes, and I was like, Ontario was that team.
Yeah, a lot of those missed attempts by both teams, in particular Ontario, couldn't last the whole game. I mean, they were just sinking everything.
Maya Robinson.
And now they're back on their game again. But the outcome is certainly not going to change here. It'll be Ontario win the gold medal. BC will play for a bronze. And they'll face the winner, Ontario will, on a Nova Scotia Alberta semi, which is following on the heels of this one from the field house at Memorial University. We'll be back on the call. All right, Bill, bring it home. 1:24 left, and Ontario on their way to a gold medal game.
Nobody's mailing it in here. It's going to fight to the finish.
Yeah, but it's...
That's right, but...
insurmountable, Bill, 16, let's be honest.
BC's still playing hard. They're not showing any quit.
I know, it's something that broadcasters always want to give both the team on the other end is behind hope. And you know they're going to do, and if you're going to push all the cliches, they're going to try to push all the right buttons, but time's going to run out on them. That's just too big a lead, and a chance to add on to it. That's just sports. There you go. So you know it.
Ontario adds to their lead.
We played all our lives in various sports, but never on a stage like this for a spotlight. So kudos to these young men and women for all the sports they've been in particular basketball, which has been a lot of fun to cover here in the third consecutive day.
Ontario's taking both their foul shots, up by 18 minutes, 18 left to play. BC's Jordan North. She's had a great game. Stewart also played well, from well outside the arc and in for 3. Wow, number 9, Jordan Noor, lights out shooting. But a little, too late as we count down less than a minute to play. Ontario with a big lead.
Well, they just stepped on the gas, in particular midway through the third quarter, and just took the game from there. And they're about to finish it off as they go to the free throw line again and add to their total. Knew we were going to get a real good game. Wasn't sure if it was going to be real close, but it was for a while.
Yeah. Emil Dungelman's taking those 2 shots, sinking both of them. But she knows how to play ball. Both her mom and dad played university ball and both played in Europe. Ball goes out of bounds.
That's the case. Young Emma would have been watching her mom or dad, you would expect, or probably both in their respective leagues. They'd all be, well, you would think they'd all be together, but hey, stranger things have happened.
Well, here's something for you, Ron. Emma's brother just finished his first year playing ball at Acadia.
Wow, down in Wolffield, Nova Scotia. Beauty. The Great Annapolis Valley. There's Ontario sinking yet another bucket for a 72-53 lead. And we're down to the final 20 seconds. Let the Ontario group, I guess, bring it home. Although they're fairly reserved over there. Quiet confidence.
Ontario finally recovers. 5 seconds left in this. And Ontario is going to the gold medal game. BC battling for the bronze.
So nice job by the officiating crew, led by the crew chief, Katia Davidugai, along with referees Grant Hatcher and Aleha Mohammadakat. And that's going to do it for this first of 2 quarterfinals. Alberta, Nova Scotia next from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It starts deep beneath our feet and reaches all the way to the finish line. With care, courage, and curiosity, Rio Tinto brings strength to the surface behind the moments that move us. From coast to coast to coast, on every podium, we stand behind Canada's next great performance. Rio Tinto, finding better ways for Canada and the world.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up! Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.